What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and we are back trying to do some more mutant gameplay. Hopefully my opponent will let me do something. I actually don't mind going first. I wanna go first and try to set up something uncomfortable feel for my opponent. I think that's where our deck kind of shines. Let's see what we get here on the opening. Yes, Dimension Fissure. That's exactly what I want to see. Doesn't mesh too much with everything else that I have, but alright, gonna put this face down. He might have a way to destroy this, but not that good of a first hand. I really want to get rid of Mutant Blast. I'm tired of seeing it in my opening. I'm tired of drawing it. It's definitely a card you want to search for. I think I have 3 of them in the deck right now, but it's definitely not that type of deck where you want to just be doing that. Are we fighting Eldritchy? Rich, that's L. I could also be disrupting him because he might be trying to throw stuff in the graveyard and it's going to get banished, so he probably doesn't want to necessarily do that. I would have threw the other one down to make sure that he gets screwed in 2 ways, but at the same time I don't want to do that because of the fact that because of the fact that then he could kill it with like a Harpies or whatever. Alright, so what is he doing here? Cyrus Secretary is going to do some link summoning. But, hey man, you link summon, these cards are getting removed, obviously except the token, but go ahead, have fun. You start link summoning, link summoning goes to it's gonna get banished, and then all his X-Seed Cold Talker stuff, that's not gonna work. So I feel like that's why he's being so hesitant here, and that's really why I want to do remove from play stuff. I am sick and tired of seeing a billion stuff and they keep activating stuff and chaining stuff in the graveyard. I'm done. I'm done. None of that's happening anymore, and I feel like that's what he's doing. Usually a Link deck is like flying off the handle at this point. You know, you do the 1 into Karibo, then you do you usually go from 1, 2, 3 to 4, like you do it 1 at a time. But since they're not gonna go to the graveyard, it's gonna probably mess up his sequential plays, especially if it's a Cold Talker deck. Cold Talker, you kind of need the cards in the graveyard. Wow. Look at that. Look at this golden silence that we have right now. This man is stuck. He can't do anything because he knows all this stuff is going to get banished. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is all me obviously assuming. I have no idea. Maybe he froze. Maybe he DC'd. Maybe he's looking up if this will work. Or maybe he's trying to figure out why his cards won't work. There it is. So he goes with the 2. Right off the back, Cold Talker. Cold Talker inverted. So the link summon, you can special summon 1 from your hand that points to this zone. Okay. Go for the battle. Cool. That's gonna let me use my Nemesis next turn. Nemesis Flag is like one of the better ones. Hopefully we get a really good draw here. Nemesis Corridor, nice. So if he does destroy this one, which one is better to put out first? Technically this one. Return that back to the deck. Does he have a response to that? He does not. Now this one, which is cool, lets me get a Nemesis monster from my bring it straight to my hand of my deck, and I'm gonna get this other one. It's the only other one I have. So I could normal summon it. Now he hasn't activated an effect yet, which I kind of was hoping he would do. Shuffle that target into the deck. Your hand. Gonna get this guy out. Now what's cool is that this Keystone guy actually keeps coming back. This guy's just like a little bit of a protection. I could do the Piranha, but I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. I wouldn't be able to fuse anything. Now I could bring him back. I kind of want him. See, that's putting him back in the deck. I feel like I feel like this is a misplay, but I do want to kill some of his cards if I can. Yeah, I didn't prepare for this. What I'm hoping is that he does use an effect here. If he used the effect, I could have used my fusion, but he didn't bite. He didn't take the bait. So, luckily we got Link Karibo to protect us from at least one attack. And I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think like as far as what else he could do. But I love this Dimension Fissure right here. This is probably the best example of it. Clock Wyvern coming out. Half his attack to summon a token, and that's gonna give him some loveliness there. I feel like he's having some issue taking this card out. Again, I actually think that now that I should have played the second one, just in case he does bring out one card and it kills it, I would have another one out already on the field, so it would be very pesky. But it is, like I said, it is a slight risk, because if he has a destroy all or destroy two, you know, then he gets both, and then I kind of locked out the next turn. But he seems to be showing a lot of difficulty taking it out and having literally no cards in his graveyard. And actually there's a card that says like if you have no cards in your graveyard, then you get to do you get to special summon from your thing. There's a lot of banish, remove from play cards, and I want to mess around with them, but obviously it's kind of hard to with the way that the game's formatted to just get cards. If they're rare or neutral, yeah, I can mess around with them. I have a lot of that dust, but anything that's above that SR or secret rare is kind of hard, or ultra rare, sorry, it's kind of hard to like mess around with those cards. So right now, if he attacks whatever, I'm gonna Karibo it, and then his card dies. So he has to get something out that takes the Karibo out first, and then he can mess around with these two guys. And I really wish that I had the other Nemesis. I might craft a card and maybe unlock that deck, that card pack, so I can get the free pull. Some people think that's an exploit. I'm like, that's not an exploit. It takes a full day. If you want to keep going in the same pack, it takes a full day to do that. And most, I feel like most gacha games, most mobile games, that is usually a thing. You can do dailies pretty much. That's your daily. And when you pull that pack, and if you pull it like later on, you have to literally pull it that exact time. Because if you pull again, then the pack would just refresh itself. If you pull it like a couple hours later, it will refresh itself, and then you screw yourself over. So I don't feel like it's that bad. Finally, the man makes a decision. Gonna go with Link 3. What is that? Xcode Talker. Link, you can choose unused monster zones equal to the number of monsters currently in the X zone. Those cards cannot be used while this card's face up. So I can't put something there. And there. Monster this card points to gain 500. Also, they cannot be destroyed by card effects. Cool. I feel like I misconstrue that a lot, actually. Okay. Assuming you have something for that, yep. Put the cold dog and get the activation. If you do, banish that card, and if you do, your opponent cannot activate sound with the same original name as that. Cool. But technically, he should kill this card. This card, during my main phases, I could add one Nemesis card from my deck. Got 2 unused monster zones. Mutant Cry, beautiful. But I don't have much activation here. This is probably like a really slow play right now. So let's get a Nemesis monster from the deck. Gonna get this guy because we just put him back down there. I could just normal summon, honestly. Now that's what I want. During your end phases, this card was currently banished and was banished this turn. You can add it to the hand. So I want it because it keeps coming back. Oh yeah, I can get this card back if I wanted it. Interesting. Look at this. Look at this little combo I just found. Ah, that's a little interesting actually. Because technically I can keep doing that with him. And I ran out of this space. I've been a naughty boy. Alright, he hasn't activated any effects so far. So really can't do much of that. Gonna get the Mutant Cry out there. We're gonna kill his Clock Wyvern in the back. It doesn't point to it, so I can't attack it. And then we still have that. That's an interesting little combo. Because, like, to be able to do that on a consistent basis, it's pretty cool. And then since he came back, I can put him back, and he's going to come back to my hand. Yep. Yep. Now it makes me wonder how... Oh, man. This Nemesis archetype is pretty good in this deck. And it's allowing me to stall until I literally get one. And this card has to come out the deck. Mutant Blast has to come out the deck, honestly. It's not doing me any favors. This card I can't even use it. So right now I'm pretty much waiting for him to do an effect on my turn so that I could use the Mutant Fusion in order to get a big bad out. But he's not doing anything on my turn. And it's bringing this duel to a slow crawl. Alright, fighting plays the monster. When this card is normal summon, you can target 2 level... There's nothing in your graveyard, buddy. But their effects negated. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon a gadget token. Well, they're both gone. So, alright, what are you going? 1, 2, that's Access Cody. No, Firewall Direct. Same pointers, though. Once while this card is face up, you can target monsters on the field up to Colding. I was about to say, that's actually how you're supposed to get rid of this card. You attack it. And then once you attack it, then, you know, you lose the 100, but you don't lose any damage. So, that's a kind of cool way to counter that. And a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, special summon a Cyberus from your hand. Alright, so finally we draw a mutant. I'm gonna actually start doing stuff. Now, with a mutant in my hand, I think one of the big baddies. I could tribute this card, banish 1 card on my thing, which I could banish this if I want to. Well, actually, look. There's no... I think I have it... I don't think this card can activate its effect right now. Because there's no one in the graveyard, right? Yeah. So now I could use this to get it back in my hand. Cool. Now I can also tribute this and banish 1 card, which I'll banish the Keystone. I could get the other guy out again, but I don't want to at the moment. Actually, I should get rid of that card technically. That's gonna give me Mutant Beasts. Now I have Mutant Beast and Arsenal in my hand. And at this, I can actually attack and just remove this from play. You can target monsters if this card points to. I could just remove this card with this card's effect. Target one of your bandits, add it to my hand. Now, I could use this, what is it, for... It's a face up on my field or graveyard, or banish face up. And this card's gonna go back into the deck. So, I'm gonna use the Mutant Cry here to get this. Utilize that one. And I'm gonna target the card in the back. Whatever this is. If you link summon a monster, you can target 1 monster in the grave. Yeah, he got screwed. He literally got screwed by the card. Completely and fully. No point in getting that one out yet. Alright, we got the Mutant Bass is actually being somewhat productive this time. Gonna remove that from play as well. Clear out the field for my homies. Now I can banish this card and send the monster to the graveyard if I do special summon with a different thing. I actually kind of want to do that. Wait, what? Did I mess that up? I messed it up, didn't I? From my hand or my deck? Oh, because the monster was equipped to the graveyard. Because it didn't go to the graveyard. So that's a little anti-synergy there, actually. That is anti-synergy. Ooh, okay. So Mutant Blast is even worse than I thought it was. Well, it's bad with this, but as you can see how destructive it is against this deck, I really want to get one more match in this video to show you again like how bad it is for certain decks. Code Talker needs its Code Talkers in there. They do have ways to get it out, but I feel like they still need it initially. Getting this on turn 1 is extremely damaging. Eldritch, same thing. Eldritch would have a little bit of a trouble if you are turn 1 and put this Dimension Fission out there. And as soon as they start doing stuff, if Eldritch gets removed from play, it's kind of hard for them to get it out. Now the traps and stuff, the traps and spells, they have ways to get it back, but I don't think that they have it in the other way around. And we actually draw Mutant Fusion here. But again, I need him to activate an effect in order to do something. Fair enough. We do have the ability to get our guy back in our hand, but I don't think that that's going to do anything. See, now I need to. Now I'm starting to see I could add in some other things with the Nemesis package. I could definitely add in some more cards. Get that back. See, I could do that, but it's not really gonna get little buddy. Do you have an effect when you're on the field? Yeah, I could add it to my hand now if I wanted to. I don't know if this actually does anything. Oh, it's a plant. Yeah, see? There you go. You're a dark type now. Merry Christmas. Well, I could have just normal summoned. I didn't even need to do all that nonsense. I didn't know you can normal summon it. Damn. He's just trying to block his life points. Next turn we could just use one of these. Get the Keystone. And then all of these can like they utilize with each other. Sorry, synchronize with each other. I think the Nemesis package is probably stronger, but the Mutant does like a little bit, like maybe one of each, one copy of each thing. Talkback Lancer, okay. You contribute one or more Cyber Semester and target one in your graveyard, which he does not have. Sorry, buddy. Same name, supposed to summon to the zone. Okay, so he just did that because I guess he's bored. I don't know. he wants someone to talk to. Screens of the Brand, another fusion, another trap based on fusions that I really wanted to try out. If a fusion monster was sent to the graveyard this turn, supposed to summon one of your fusion monsters that is banished, which I could do that, or in the graveyard during the end phase if this card is in the graveyard, because it was sent there by the effect of Fallen Albas, which is actually what this card's from. But I think I could utilize this card too, so I want to try to utilize it if I can. Oh no, that one goes to the, oh, okay, I messed that up. Wonder if there's a way that I could take out this when I needed to, when I need stuff to go to the graveyard. And I think I messed up. I should have got like the Karibo again and just kept doing that cycle over and over again to kind of keep protection of my monsters. I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That'd be crazy if you had a trap that's like, if you are in this predicament and all of a sudden 1,000 damage, 10,000 damage. And then, what is this? When he activates a monster effect, which he hasn't done that yet. Okay, now I can use the fusion. Get this card back. Move those from play. There he is. I'm gonna go for kill here. Completely destroyed by one continuous spell trap. I mean, one continuous spell. Like, I feel bad, but I don't. And that's gonna get us into gold, baby. I need to edit this deck a little bit more. Hope you guys enjoyed. But that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.